Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, June the 13th, and guess what? It's going to be hot and hazy and maybe a storm in spots today. Let's take a look at some of the Skycam shots early this morning, and nice to see the daylight out there at 5 o'clock. Of course, we're getting awfully close to the solstice, which is about a week or so away. That's overlooking Highway 280 coming from the Wingate Inn. Head way down south, there's the Gulf Shore Skycam from the Phoenix All Suites, and way up north, there's the Huntsville Skycam overlooking traffic on Memorial Parkway. Thought we'd start with a surface chart this morning. There's actually a weak stationary front analyzed over the Tennessee Valley of extreme North Alabama, and it is noticeably cooler up north behind that, but the problem is on top of that, it's the old ridge, which is kind of a semi-permanent feature in summer here, as we all know. The higher heights a little west of here with the 588 contour around Shreveport, but whatever. With a pattern like that, it's going to be hot and could be a storm in spots. Look at the temperatures. It is nice and cool up north. These are highs yesterday. Many spots up around the Great Lakes, highs only in the 60s. And even up in Tennessee, north of Interstate 40, highs were noticeably lower with 80s up there, but we're stuck in the 90s. Have to go back to about May the 26th to find a day with a high under 90. And triple digits out west in parts of West Texas where they're baking. At least the watch warning map is quiet this morning. Hardly a thing stirring. Check the convective outlooks today. Got a slight risk of severe weather from Memphis up to the high plains. Now, tomorrow, there's a slight risk over northeast Alabama. And, of course, the storms we get this time of the year are typically the pulse afternoon storms with potential for wet microbursts. And those are very hard to warn for. They don't last long, but they certainly can happen, and we had a few of those in recent days. And on day 3, extreme North Alabama Wednesday with a slight risk of severe weather. Just hopefully some of those storms north of us will lay down some boundaries that could initiate some storms down here. As we all know, we certainly need rain. There's the overall QPF for the next 5 days, valid through Friday evening at 7 o'clock. And as I often mention in summer, the precipitation is not as smooth as that here. It's very much hit and miss, with the organized rain, of course, to the north. And boy, the tropics are quiet. It's been 1,000 days now since a hurricane has made landfall in the United States. And you have to go back, I think, to the Civil War to find anything like that with detailed hurricane records going back a pretty long way in this country. So it's been way, way, way quiet for a long time, but at the moment, things are quiet now. We'll check the GFS, the OZ run at 1 o'clock today. And again, you can see that the core of the heat bubble a little west of here, so just maybe a storm could fire, but down below that, that doesn't look encouraging. Of course, these synoptic maps will not depict convection very well on a summer day. In fact, they won't. But it seems like the heights this morning are a little higher than yesterday, so storms probably pretty isolated. Tomorrow, same thing. A weak northerly flow aloft, and again, that active convection up north. We'll keep an eye on that. There's always some chance maybe that some of that will be drifting down from the northwest, a little MCS type thing. Highs mid-90s, maybe upper 90s. Just don't think that that changes much. There's Wednesday. The ridge beat down a little bit by that wave up north, and again, maybe there could be a little increase in activity on Wednesday. There's Thursday, a nice upper low near Chicago. And again, it seems like Wednesday and Thursday, the door might be open for a little enhanced coverage of scattered showers and storms, but still, they will be scattered. And there's Friday, same deal. Partly sunny, scattered showers and storms. Now, Saturday, starting off the weekend, looks like the ridge begins to rebuild as the 588 contour begins to march north. And again, there could be there's a chance of a storm every day in summer. We know that in the peak of the heat, but the storms could be thinning out a little bit. And then Sunday, maybe thinning out more as the ridge strengthens. And in terms of the heat, we'll still stay in the 90s, obviously, with numbers like that. Highs well up in the 90s. And Monday, same thing, 588 ridge, hot and mostly dry, storms isolated. We'll go out there a few more days. On the 24th, 588 bubble right on top of us, so no change. And on the 28th, goodness, 588 ridge covers much of the nation, except for the northeast and the northwest. Look at the 594 circle out there over West Texas. That is searing heat. And down below that, pretty much what you expect. Anything would be scattered. And again, the GFS tries to develop its bogus tropical system of the day in the medium range down there in the Bay of Campeche in the far southwest Gulf of Mexico. And as we all know, that probably won't happen, but we'll keep watching. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.